Hello, Julie here, and in this video I will show you how in our current software we input and edit menus, and I'll go over the features along with that. So here we have the dashboard, and menus, as you can see, is a separate feature from that of restaurants. So by doing so, we can input brand new menus or edit menus, and it won't affect in real time the restaurant until we assign the menu that we're working on. So that's a nice feature that the software has in place. So if I click into menus, it pulls a drop-down location so that I can make a menu under a certain location. So for example, let's do one for Ames, Iowa. And I can either add a brand new menu or I can select from a list of already inputted menus and I can edit from there. But let's go ahead and do a brand new menu. I'll do add, and the name of the new menu will be test menu 1. And I can choose any location that I want it to be inputted under right here. Now click save. And under menu headings, it's things like appetizers, burgers, salads, soups, whatnot. I can add a description for appetizers, and then I can also add images. Click save. And under the menu heading now, I can add menu items. I'll click add. Let's do nachos. I can do a description, and I can do a base price. And with the software, what I like about it is there are certain restaurants that we have to do a percentage markup. So when we are handed a menu, we have the restaurant's base price, and then in another area under restaurants, we can mark up the menu prices. Or in here we can specify price, but for the most part we always use based on restaurant markup. Another feature that I like is under status. With a click of a button, we can make this item active or inactive, and it comes in handy when there are menus that have a lot of seasonal items that come back every so often or every other week. We don't have to keep on editing a menu by adding in, then deleting. We just click active and inactive, and it'll take it away or present itself for a customer to order. I will skip over visibility and these 3 features. Another feature that I really like is the availability. For instance, like a dish that's available during shifts, either only for breakfast and lunch, breakfast and dinner, lunch and dinner, breakfast only, lunch only, dinner only, or all, or custom. And custom, we can do it by the time of day. I know some restaurants have soups that are available for the lunch shift, but only after a certain time. So it's convenient that we can do from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then we can also choose the days of the week that this item is available. And then we can also list the dietary labels that we can input ourselves, as spicy, gluten-free, vegetarian, and whatnot. So those are the features that we have for entering a menu item. And we can also put an image, and I'll click save. And we can also add sub options. So let's say nachos, we can do beef, chicken, or shrimp. So a customer can choose out of those 3 items. So there's going to be modifications, sub options, and in order to do so, we will click on this tab, modify options, sub options, and the option would be, I would list it as nacho toppings. And then this will be the customer prompt, the question, and I will word it as, please choose a protein for your nachos. And then the min and max selection will be 1 and 1. I want them to be able to only choose one protein. Beef, and then I'll do chicken. And then for shrimp, however, it costs more, so the upcharge if they want to choose shrimp will be $2. I can add $2 to the base price. And I'll click add. And then now that I've made this, I can go to add options. It's been made here, and I can just drag and drop, click save, and I can preview. So nachos, beef, chicken, or shrimp, base price of $5, and then I have a sub options for them to choose what protein, beef, chicken, or shrimp. Shrimp has an upcharge of $2. And so if they choose shrimp nachos, it'll be a total of $7. I really like that. Another feature that I like is, for example, let's go back to menu headings and do burgers. And then I can say comes with choice of side. Okay, and I'll click save. And then I'll do it here. I'll call it single burger. And the base price again, $5. I want it to be only available for lunch and dinner. And all days of the week, I'll click save. Now, because there's a choice of side, I would have to prompt the customer to choose. So again, I'll go back to modify options, sub options, and I'll do burger sides. Prompt the customer to choose, please choose one side, min and max of 1 and 1. I'll do fries. And then I can also do the side salad. And then upcharge of $1.50. So a customer can choose between fries and side salad, but if they choose a side salad, they need to choose a dressing. In order to do so, I would have to go back to options, do salad dressings, and 1 on 1, and we'll do ranch and Italian. Now you'll see that it's made under here, but I want to drop it under to burger sides. So I go back to burger sides, I click side salad, and the options that I made up here are now down here for me to drag and drop. And I'll click save. And then under preview, oops, sorry, I have to add it. Burger size, click save, and I'll show you. If they choose a single hamburger, $5, they can choose fries or side salad. If they choose a side salad, this will come up as a drop-down menu for the customer to choose what dressing. And it only pops up if they choose a side salad. So there's that. Go back to modify. So it's pretty simple, like yours. I think the only difference is the menu entry is inputted separate from that of the restaurant, whereas in your software, it looks as if in order for me to modify a menu, I'd have to go under the restaurant. And what I like about this is I can make it, and it pretty much sits in the menu holding tank for me to assign to that restaurant whenever I want. So it's nice to do ahead of time and attach it when the new menu takes into effect. Another feature I like is I can clone this menu into any other location that I have inputted. Like this menu was made in Ames, but it can also be used in Boone, Iowa. I can click on Boone, Iowa, and then I can click save, and it'll clone the exact same menu into that location. So that's a pretty nice feature to have. And for example, let's say I want to edit an existing menu. Do this one. Go back to it. I can clone, and then I can do this date to show that it's different than the one that's currently active. And then it's there, the original menu, and then the menu I just cloned, and then I can edit and then attach to the restaurant at a later time. So I'll go back to the dashboard. And the menus is here, and then the restaurants, I can go attach it. Let's say it was under Ames. And under the Dinners by Dawn, I want to attach that menu that I just had, that I just made, and it was under test menu. So I have test menu 1, the one I cloned into it and made the date, and then just a regular clone example I did earlier. So I want to update it with this menu, so I just choose it and attach it and save. Another feature I forgot to point out is under menus. Go back to Ames, to our test menu 1. There are cloning features that are super convenient, makes it fast and efficient for us. So let's say I can clone a whole menu heading, like let's say burgers. I can click clone, and there it is. And then if I click on it, will copy everything that was under there as well. Another cloning button that's we're all a big fan of is under modify sub options. Let's say burger sides. Um, we can clone this, and then we can call it, let's say, dinner sides, because everything is almost the same, but maybe add on a few more things. It saves time. And then we can also do baked beans and mac and cheese. So we can clone sub options, and we can clone menu headings, and we can clone menu items as well. Okay, and another good thing is once all these options are made, they can be dragged and dropped into any items in any headings. So for example, under burger sides, it was for the burgers that were under burgers. But if I did, let's say, dinners, I can do steak dinner, spice 10, availability for dinner only, click save. It's all here for me. I can choose whichever options I've made previously to apply. I can do the burger sides, and I can do the dinner sides, and nacho toppings, whatever, if it applied, I can do that. So that's a convenient feature to have. And again, preview, this is what it looks like. And then for the burgers, it had the burger sides. Okay, so there's that. Overall, I think the only difference is we have a lot more clone buttons, and where we can clone within the menu and then actually clone the menu to different locations, cities, and to be shared. And then it is more of a bank. There we can do edits, and it can just sit there without being active until we assign it to a restaurant. I think that's it for now. Thank you so much.